Welcome to Mike and Kev at 9:30, just after 9:30, as it often is. Kevin O'Sullivan's here. Very good morning to you, Kevin.
Morning, Mike.
Everything's up and fine and dandy in the world of showbiz this morning because people are making an awful lot of money, and that's going to be the big story that we're kicking off with today. We will be getting to the BBC and the scandal a little bit later on. But, Kevin, we've got to kick off, surely, with the amount of money swilling around inside of the BBC, the amount of money that people are getting paid, ludicrous amounts of money. Gary Lineker's gone up to £1.35 million a year. No change. Zoe Ball, number 2, up to 984,000. Alan Shearer up to 450,000. And Hugh Edwards up to 439,000. Yeah. Highest paid TV presenter of news in the whole building.
By the way, in the top 10, Hugh Edwards, you know, the big newsreader, was the only... I mean, what he does for a living is he reads the auto cue, so he gets a lot of money for that. £439,990 a year. He's the only person in the top 10 of the earning list to get a pay rise this year. So what's so special about him, do you think?
It's a very good question. What about... What I found was extraordinary was the sort of lower down the rankings. You've got John McEnroe, number 46, highest paid player. He gets over £100,000 a week for doing Wimbledon, £209,999. And what's all this £999?
Yeah, they're like estate agents, aren't they? Trying to make things seem cheaper. Yeah. It's classic of the BBC, trying to pull the wool over our eyes in one way or another. And I'd just like to go back to Alan Shearer. As you say, £449,999 a year, basically 450 grand a year, to be a guest on Match of the Day. To be a guest.
And he's not even a regular guest. He's an occasional guest. He's not on every week.
Come on. This is our money. This is outrageous.
It really is.
I always say this. In the old days, in this country, the robber barons, the aristocrats in the medieval ages, used to take the peasants' taxes and share it among themselves. Now the new system is the elites who work at the BBC take our licence fee money and they divide it by themselves. And
it's Robin Hood in reverse, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I never want to hear anyone say, but the BBC is providing brilliant programmes. I heard someone say that the other. Name one.
Yeah, really?
Name one. OK, people like Strictly. Name another.
Well, let's name some of these people here. Chris Mason, who I believe is the political editor.
Yes.
Right? You know, reasonably good job, does an OK shift in. £229,999. No way does he get that working anywhere else. What about this one? Kirsty Walk. £284,999.
To host Newsnight a couple of times a week. It's just disgusting.
Ross Atkins, that guy that you weren't sure about the other day, Ross Atkins, Mr. Explainer, who's popped up again. We're still waiting for his explainer on what's going on at the BBC. £264,999, not listed last year, so he suddenly entered the top 100 of the top earning stars at the BBC. What does he know?
Maybe he could explain why he deserves such a high salary. I mean, then you've got, still on this, you've got Nicky Campbell. I mean, I don't know if he's in the top 20 or so, is he?
I haven't seen his name, actually. Amol Rajan is £339,999.
Well, to be fair to Amol, he does...
Oh, Nicky Campbell is there, £299,000, 300 grand.
Well, to be fair to Amol Rajan, he does present 63 programmes.
He does a lot, he works even harder than we do, which is saying something. Laura Kunsberg, £309,999. Lise Doucette, who's that occasional foreign correspondent that you see popping up in parts unknown, she's on £209,999.
Well, look,
it's nice work if you can get it.
I mean, the thing when you said about John McEnroe, I mean, it's a lot of money, but then again, he's a tennis superstar and he brings a lot of expertise, a lot of personality to the Wimbledon coverage, and let's face it, it needs it. So in some ways, I don't mind that, but I'd like to know why Zoe Ball, who hosts the Radio 2 breakfast show, gets more and more money every year, just about £1 million a year, to lose millions of listeners.
Yes, she's done well there.
Yeah, at the BBC, nothing succeeds like failure.
No. Johnny Diamond, £199,999. He's a reporter.
Sounds like a pop star.
He's a reporter.
Yeah, straight in at number 23, it's Johnny Diamond.
With a bullet.
With his I get too much money.
Here's the other twist to the tale, right?
Yeah.
It's all very well looking at this list list where there's loads and loads of money going out for all of these superstar BBC representatives. Yeah. But what they don't include are the salaries of stars who are hired through their commercial arm, which is called BBC Studios, which includes people like Michael McIntyre, Strictly presenters Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman. Also includes people like Alex Jones from The One Show, Top Gear presenter Paddy McGuinness, Richard Osman, Alexander Armstrong, Sandy Toksvig, Romesh Ranganathan and Victoria Cohen.
All of whom will be on hundreds of thousands of pounds.
They might even be on more than a million.
It has been speculated that if the BBC was properly transparent about all these stars, and the BBC Studios people were involved in this list as well, that Claudia Winkleman would be at the top.
Yes.
So once again, we call upon the state broadcaster that we have to pay for to be transparent. Stop keeping us in the dark about everything. And while you're at it, name this damn star. Yeah.